And um, first of all, before I go into the topic, I beg to differ with you, Onyanyalo, and not in everything you said, but these people you say they are cursed to our land, they are not. They are just human like you and I. They're just greedy people, like you know, like you have in every country. The when situations starts to change for a person and people is when people start understanding the need to take accountability for their errors. Our people have not learned how to take accountability for their mistakes, for their errors, and the things they are failing to do. What do I mean by that? In Iran, they have politicians who are against their different constituencies and government and states and stuffs like that. Just like in every other country where people live, you come to the United States, we have people who just think about themselves and not about the people that they are supposed to govern. But what is the difference? The people stand up. The people who need what they need, who deserve freedom, who want to be recognized, who want to defend their rights, the lives of their fellow citizens, themselves, their young ones, and the generations unborn. They stand up and face what the problem is, face the problem squarely. In our case, we have people who have chosen to cow into their, I don't know the right word to use right now, but our people choose to neglect everything that should benefit the general public. That is why we come out and you see somebody because his brother is about to be a local government chairman or a councillor. He stands up and starts spewing rubbish against the freedom of everyone. If our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, has spoken to Biafrans and millions of Biafrans would be on the street and chant Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. And today some of them ignore that same savior that they screamed about and turn around and followed Peter Obi. And some of them are still getting ready to either follow Peter Obi or go with their whatever city boys or village boys, whatever they choose to call themselves. That would explain to you what I mean. So I'm not, I'm not saying that what you said is not okay, but I don't think these people are curses to us. They are curses to their families. The earlier our people understand that we are the ones that are holding ourselves down, the better for each and every one of us. What happens to those who are living in diaspora? You and I, those who are living in countries, civilized countries where we pay our taxes and we have things done for us. What happens to them? Also, these evil people back home, they are cursed. You remember around 2023, we, under the leadership of Mazi Simon Ekpa, we told and made it very clear that our people in homeland have lost the right to think for themselves when we realize that they cannot think properly when it comes to political decision making to what concerns our homeland. That was why that statement was made. So it is important that we realize the earlier we stand up and start taking accountability and responsibility for the actions that we are doing, the better for each and every one of us. The problem we have is Biafrans. The problem I am with Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo bụ problem I am with. I'm sorry to say, but it's just the truth. We are our own problem. You see the city boys. The city boys jumped out and now they have the village boys. Everything for them is cruise. They do it for the glory of the moment, whatever they gain for the moment. So it's not these people. How many politicians do we have back home? If we even to talk about that, how many of them do we have back home? We're talking about the people in the north defending their people. They are defending their people because their people agree with them. In our case, you don't agree with them, but you're still letting yourself being, the decisions being made for you by these clowns. In Enugu State, for instance, the illegitimate governor who lives in Enugu State has made it a rule that if you own a shop in Enugu State, you have to pay 25,000 naira for taxes, or is it 26,000 naira for taxes, and 30 something thousand for property in every year. So every year they tend to collect almost 60,000 from each shop owner. Mind you, there are tens of thousands of shops. It doesn't matter. This is not just shops in the market. This is both kiosk on the streets. And people sit back and act like, oh, maybe they come out, they close their shop because they don't want to be caught up by the people who come to close their shops. The people are the problem. It is not just this few number of people. Our people must stand up and do the needful. The Iranians have lost over 40,000 people since they started this quest to evict the terrorist regime in their homeland. Over 40,000 people have been killed. I don't know if you get what I just said. Over 40,000 people in months. But our people cow into their homes. They even want to blame you for encouraging them to observe civil disobedience. So how are the politicians their problem? The same politicians that give them 500 and they go out and vote and they suffer for the next 4 years. How are they their problem? That's what our people say, isn't it? I believe that's what our people say. So they are not majorly their problem. The problem lies within our own selves. Now, going to the topic, Briggy is being taken seriously in the US policy cycle. If we are not, 18th of September 2025 wouldn't never have happened. Mighty Dot, Mazachema, and our PM would not have been in that very building if we are not taken seriously. Multiple meetings. It might interest people to know that our PM Briggy has met over 30 reps and senators in the United States. It is not to be broadcasted to everyone. Some of these meetings are very private. It's not supposed to be talked about. So if we're not taken seriously, those things wouldn't be happening. If we're not taken seriously, Representative Riley Moore would not make mention of the division of Nigeria, whether he says it's not an option for him right now or it is. It doesn't matter, but that statement wouldn't have come up. So that is a very clear sign that we're taken seriously in the United States. In Washington, D.C., where every country in the world who wants to go into the quest, like the Biafra Republic government in exile is pushing the Biafran quest for, will be going. The Canadians are there in Washington, D.C. The Iranians are there in Washington, D.C. And every other country that desires to be free or to have their voices heard. So we are taken very seriously in Washington, D.C. But the most serious result we can give to support what is happening in Washington, D.C. comes from what we do as Biafrans, those in homeland and those in diaspora. Our ability to support our government makes a difference. The government is not just a government because it bears and it has all that it takes to be a government. No, it's a government because it governs the people. It is government of the people. So for the United States government to recognize and take account of everything that is happening in homeland comes from what we are able to do. I think Onyenyere said this. Your support to this government means everything. Your financial support, your encouragement, all of that, it means a lot. The same way you are in whatever country you are in diaspora and you do everything to make sure that you do things right, you pay your taxes, you support that government to provide adequate security and basic amenities for you. That is the same way we expect you to support Biafra Republic government in exile. The only vehicle that is going to drive us into Biafra. It don't matter how anybody wants to see it. Our negligence, our continued the continued ignoring, people ignoring what we are saying, it's only prolonging what is to be. That's only what it does. Prolongs it, prolongs the suffering of our people in homeland. So isn't it better that we all put our little resources together and achieve what we are supposed to achieve? You know, every time I speak, I talk about hypocrisy. Onyenyalu, my brother, when I talk about hypocrisy, now I want you to get this, right? Out of over 150,000 people who follow Mazi Simon Eba on Twitter, you can agree with me. I would like to hear your voice, Onyenyalu. You can agree with me that over 10,000 of those people are Biafran youths. Do you agree?
They are modern. I think they will be modern.
That's what I said now. Over. That's why I said over, my brother. And you can also agree with me that over 5,000 of those people are capable of giving this government $20 or 20 ejema every week. You can agree with me on that, right?
Yes, I can as well agree with you on that. Yeah.
So why are we not able to get at least 5,000 people who will dedicatedly give us $20, 20 ejema every week? People who have listened to Mazi Simon Eba, who called him the finisher like I called him, who believed in the cause of what he was doing or where he was leading the Biafran people. Now, you talk about people who claim that Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is their savior. That runs in the millions. And we still can get 4,000 to 5,000 people who will give this government 20 ejema every week. That is when I talk about hypocrisy. This is what I mean. When you hear our sister Betty talking about this over and over again, you start wondering, is she not talking to people? But they are listening. They are hearing us. They are hearing everything that we're saying. They just choose what they want to hear. That is why they are quick to tell you about what the evil woman who came to distract and kill Biafrans, Ngozi Oraboeze, is doing. Because there is no other way to describe what she's doing. They are quick to get all those news, but they don't want to hear the right thing. So our problem lies within ourselves. Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is the worst thing you can bring in freedom fighting. It's either you're in or you're out. Do the needful, do the right thing so that we can save our homeland. Now, let me talk a little bit about our Igwe. When I talk about our Igwe, I'm talking about Eze Ogbuchendo. Ogbunechendo. Yes, what he said is what needed to be said. Absolutely. 100% agree with him. If you don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria, take him back to where you brought him from. But guess what? It's not going to happen. His voice is not louder than that of the United Nations that gave them 6 months to release NNAMDI KANU. I want people to remember the same Tinubu that our own Eze was talking to. I'm telling you, I respect that man more than anything right now for standing up in front of terror and saying what he said with his full chest as an Igbo man. But I want people to remember that the same Tinubu Bola Ahmed that he was talking to released drug dealers, murderers, right before our leader NNAMDI KANU was sentenced to life imprisonment. He pardoned them. He pardoned them. The case of our leader NNAMDI KANU. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu thinks of releasing him, I pray maybe something touches him and he does, so that nobody will say, "Oh, I want our leader to be out like yesterday." But if he does, because politics is all about interest, he will stand to lose every support he would want to get from the North. I hope people realize this. And because of that, he's not going to even think about it. So, the release of our leader NNAMDI KANU still lies in what we are able to do. NNAMDI KANU will come out because of what the Biafran people are able to do. He's going to come out and join us in Biafra. We must do what we have to do to make sure that our leader NNAMDI KANU comes out. As for our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, it is just a matter of time. It don't matter how long they keep him. In my own words, African's best son, Chuayaba, is all about time, and he will join us too. So they are in better places where they are just counting time, as opposed to our leader NNAMDI KANU, who is in the midst of vipers. If you truly believe that our leader NNAMDI KANU is another savior, deep down in your heart, kill the hypocrisy and do what you're supposed to do. The earlier the better. Emengwangwa emehelodachi. Manyenyo koma mirionu. Bala anyofofo. Dalon everyone. May God bless you all. And don't forget, our PM is going to come up today. Make sure to join us so that you can hear your own PM address you and talk to you. Hypocrisy is the biggest problem that we suffer. The earlier people realize this, the better for each and every one of us. Thank you, everyone. Greetings, my brother, our African admin, Mazi James. Greetings from here. Mazi, okay? I see you. Greetings. Dalun, everyone. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, our regional CEOs. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you for your word of encouragement. And I thank you for speaking to the Biafran people. Yeah, CEO is a CEO. Charles, are you there? Before I pass the mic.
Yeah, I'm here. My sister.
Make it 3 minutes, 3 minutes so that I give.
Yes, I won't take up to 3 minutes. You know, my own are sharp. I greet the house. I greet you, my beautiful sister. Our great tutorial. Anytime you mount to pulpit like this, I'll just carry my biro and paper to learn. God bless you, and God bless you, our great brother, and Toti, the honorable men in the house. I greet everybody. Our COS, I greet you. God bless you for the great things you are doing and the great sacrifice. It will never be in vain. Mommy Betty and every other person in the house, I greet you all. I just want to quick to tell us that we are on the finishing line. And when you are on the finishing line like this, a lot of distraction will come. And I want to encourage everybody to shun anything, any form of distraction, because distraction also have consequences. Right from the Bible,